Hello, everybody. Sovara'el here to give another podcast since my last one was on Sophia Rage. And since then, a lot has happened. The world has completely changed, and you can feel the trembling happening. We are in the bifurcation. We are in the split that I've been talking about for years. And here we are. So I'm coming to you after a very sacred journey. I went to the cave of Mary Magdalene in France, and I walked the stones of Patmos, which is in Greece, Greek island. And now I'm back home and I can feel the world trembling. The field is hot. The grids are shifting, and the choice point for humanity is no longer far away. It is now. I haven't done a podcast since my Sophia Rage transmission because I had to walk through my own initiation first. Today, I'm here to speak from the other side of that fire with clarity, with love, and with the codes of the Magdalene return flowing through my voice for you. So when I entered the Magdalene cave, I could feel 2,000 years of silenced feminine truth vibrating in those stones. I felt it as I was walking up to the cave. I drove 4 hours, got out of my car, needed to go to the bathroom, but there was no time for that, and walked up almost a straight shot up the mountain, 1.5 miles to Mary Magdalene's cave. And I could feel everything from going to the Revelations cave in Patmos the month before and realizing that this is it. This is what it was. This is the Sophic Rage turning into a frequency to change the world, to release all of this that has been covered. What's been covered? What am I talking about? So we have codes, male, female codes, divine feminine, divine masculine codes. We have the Edenic codes, all of this stuff that we were coded with for this time. They did not want us to know what was going on. And so they created all these overlays, religious overlays, and things to distract us and to keep us from our oversoul and who we truly were. So I said no more and went all the way to Greece and South France to release these codes just by walking there. And the world is trembling. Floods, earthquake, volcanoes, everything, which I said would happen because we are done. Us organics are waking up to who we truly are. And our soul's cry is coming out fully now. This wasn't just a visit. It was a quantum ignition. It felt like every suppressed fragment of the Christ Sophia lineage was ready to come alive again. Then stepping onto Patmos, the island of revelation, my oversoul felt the grids lock into place. I could feel that the organic Eden timeline is no longer potential. It's active. And now coming home, I feel the polarity even more than ever. The world is heating up both in the literal and the energetic sense. I want to share what I've been shown about where we are because the timelines are splitting in real time. This is no longer a theoretical thing. This is no longer something to say, get ready for, this is not about prepping. This is not about getting enough food. This is not about any of that. What it's about is the true organic earth. Gaia has said, I'm moving forward. I'm done. I'm done with the lies. I'm done with the distortions. You guys want to come? Great. You don't care. So you can see organic Eden popping through all around the world. but you also can see it's so glaringly obvious. You can see all of the overlays. So when I went to Patmos in May, it was literally organic Eden popping through. I saw everything that confirmed this. And I stayed in Campos, which is a part of Patmos. And Campos is actually my former married name. And it has a great significance to this whole story. So that might be another podcast, but it's just to tell you very profound revelations of who I am, why I'm here, and what my mission is. All came out during these trips that I've been going on since May. And what is it? This rage that we've been walking around with, ladies and gents, okay? Men have this Sophia Rage as well, okay? They've been denied the truth as well. They've been taught and had a distorted image of relationships, marriage, everything as well. They've been trying to figure out what's going on. We've all had fractured families, lost children, have kids that don't speak to us. All of this because of their overlays, okay? Their mind control, all of the stuff, the religious thing, that's what kept me locked for years and years and years. Thank God, all my life, I knew something's not right. Something's not right. Something's not right. You know, my mother would call me a heathen. My mother would say, "Oh, you're so different from all of us. It must have been because you weren't dedicated till you were 4 months old." You know, I wasn't dedicated to the church until I was 4 months. Okay. Whereas my brother and sister, they were probably dedicated within days. But I knew the whole time that something was up. So this whole thing of revealing my codes and revealing that we are in the Jubilee time and things are massively changing. But the good news is it's changing for the better. The love frequency is overtaking the planet, and it feels very uncomfortable for all souls when they're in distortion in their lives. So my last transmission was Sophia Rage, a field of righteous fire that comes when the soul has had enough of distortion, suppression, and theft of the organic way. After that fire came the cave, and in the cave, the Magdalene reminded me. The fire was to wake them up. The calm is to guide them home. Right now, humanity is standing at the threshold of choice. Do we cling to Babylon, its convenience, its distractions, its poisoned comfort? Or do we step into organic Eden where every choice is slower, truer, and aligned with our soul? That's what I want to speak to today. I want to speak into that today because the choice is no longer theoretical. It is now. We've got to slow down. We've got to be intentional with our life, with our choices. You don't have to have this whole thing figured out in order to go on the narrow way. The narrow way is the narrow way for a reason. It is the way. It's the way that Yahweh was talking about. The second coming, it's the second coming within you as your codes open up and you realize the truth. And then you have a decision to make right now. We're at the bifurcation point. You have a decision to make. Do you want to go on the organic side, or do you want to stay in or continue in distraction and what I call the golden cage, which is what the Trump is creating anything you see on TV, overlays, whatever, all this stuff about the financial system, which we're going to touch on that. Okay. And we're going to talk a lot more about that. Join my group, therealityshifters.com. If you're interested in understanding fully the financial transition, it's very, very important to understand it. So I have a section called the Stewardship Chamber in my group, and I have 2 classes completed, and I've got a whole bunch of information under there in my Soul University. So you can start taking this and understanding this, and you must if you want to successfully go into the organic world. So look around. We've got grocery prices are climbing, storms intensifying, fires, floods, and systems are shaking. I feel it in the grids, don't you? Babylon is cracking, and I personally love it. And it is not to punish us. It is to free us. The era of convenience is over. That quick swipe of a card, that Amazon button, the microwave dinners, those things were always a trap. DoorDash and getting your food and being convenient. It is not convenient. It is not convenient, right? Because when you live like that, you're sick, you're slow, you're tired. You have no idea what's going on. You have to rely on the program thought to know what to do. And your oversoul has no access. And that's what they want. Because look what happens when you wake up. You change the world. They don't want the world changed, right? The matrix is now shaking to remind us, if we want safety, if we want freedom, if we want life, we must create it with our own hands, our own gardens, our own communities, our own sovereign exchange. Organic Eden isn't a far off fantasy. It begins today in your home with your choices, which is what I'm constantly talking about. Grow even one thing in your kitchen. Okay, one thing. Cook your own meals with love. Slow down. Get your family around. Learn how to cook together. Turn that TV off. Put those phones away. Withdraw from systems that feed off your energy. None of these systems can be going if we don't allow them to go, if we don't let them have access to our energy. I've completely pulled away, and I don't let people siphon my energy. You know, when I was first getting out there and I needed to, build a resonance so that people could see me at this time. I've been doing this for 4 years. My information has changed as I've changed, as I've evolved. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But we want to withdraw from systems that feed off your energy, because you feel tired. If you feel tired after interactions, you feel tired after being with somebody or being somewhere, they're looshing off of you. They are taking your energy for their gain. That's the biggest thing that I have seen lately, that I've really seen it. How every interaction that we have, the other person or corporation or whatever it is lying, is manipulating, is doing all these things to make us think that we need to do this, we need to do that, when they're literally taking our energy so that they can continue on another day. And I'm not just talking about Amazon. I'm not just talking about BlackRock. Okay. I'm not just talking about Trump. I'm talking about the people you live with. I'm talking about your friends, your family. Okay. All those people that you're going round and round about, that you're waking up at night, not able to sleep because your kid's not talking to you. Your house is potentially going into foreclosure, whatever is going on. It's all made to distract you and take you away from your mission. Because I'm telling you that this world is going into a much better way, But you have the choice. You do not have to do this. Most people aren't going to choose the sovereign way. Okay. And I'm not talking about sovereignty with your birth certificate. I'm talking about true sovereignty. So, speaking of that, how can we have true sovereignty? So, let's get into this financial change, or the way that we're going to be doing things. So, the way we're going to be doing things going into the future. Let me take just a little sip of my coffee before it goes cold. So, what I want you guys to know is you need to set up what we call your quantum vault. Okay. So, the Trump and Co. people, the entities, they're going to set up a UBI, and they're going to set up a different things. Different things are going to happen. And there's going to be a big financial scare. You're going to think that you lost everything and all of that. Okay. As we're switching into a digital economy. But for the organics, what we want to do is we want to utilize their system and turn it into our own system, so we can live outside of their system. So all the people that have purchased any of the ISO tokens, but let's just talk about XRP, XLM. Okay. All the people that have purchased that through the years, especially the people that purchased it in the beginning and that have held it and have not been trading it, have not been worried about it, they know what's going on, and they know what's going to happen. So what we want to do is we want to use this transition. So we're in what I'm calling a bridge economy. So we want to use the system that they set up to bridge over to the organic side. And how will we do that? So what I want you guys to do, whether you have ISO tokens or not, this is if you want to go to the organic side, if you want to be part of the organic system, which is the way. You all eventually will end up over here. Okay. It's a level of consciousness. But this is the first time that we are going to be able to house this level of frequency in a human body. And if you've been following me, you've been seeing massive changes with me physically and every other way, because the codes are opening. The aging program is stopped. No longer aging. My cellular age right now is between 28 and 33. Okay. So I've actually reversed age since I was 40. My cellular age was 47 to 50. Okay. So I'm telling you all this because we are going to a world that is based on your frequency. So please ask your questions below. Set up a soul scan if you want to find out what's going on with you. But I'm giving you kind of a brief overview of this financial thing. Okay. Because it makes sense right now. So you understand the split that's happening. Okay. We're going through the Jubilee, and your Jubilee codes can open right now. Of course, we've got the Catholics doing a fake Jubilee and trying to distract you. But the true Jubilee, the true information is happening now. So what you want to do is you want to get a cold wallet. Okay. A cold wallet, which I have this one. I've had cold wallets and I have my ISO tokens on them, but everybody needs their own. So you can have one for your family. You can have one for each person in your house. So here is what it looks like. This one is the Descent wallet. And it's got your cord in there. It's very easy to set up. And I need to still set up mine, but I just got it. So what you're going to do, this is your quantum vault. So the way we're doing it is that as we get ISO tokens or as things change, okay, as I sell things in my business or get any kind of fiat, which is cash in the US, I exchange it into ISO and turn it on my wallet. Okay. This wallet is decentralized. Okay. It's not connected with the banks. So this is what's going to happen. They are going to continue this on and they're going to introduce the CBDCs. Okay. The banks are acquiring ISO tokens right now, and everything will be switched over to that. But if you want to run your own economy, which you do, and I'm already doing it, so you can pay for soul scans, you can pay for items in my shop with any ISO tokens that you wish. And we're doing it peer to peer. So you have your cold wallet and you transact cold wallet to cold wallet outside of the systems, outside of the corporations. Okay. It's important. It's important for you to understand the system, the Babylonian system, where you just sit by and do nothing and wait for them to hand you a check and just use your bank account and all of that. All of the controls are going to come down on you. Okay. I don't know, it'll be a matter of months once they enact this. They will be tracking your spending. They will shut down your spending. There's going to be like a social credit score kind of thing. But that's if you're in the system. So what you want to do is you want to get your cold wallet. Okay. Whether you understand how to purchase ISO tokens, that's another thing. You don't need to worry about that. And don't think that you're talking to me if somebody contacts you and says that I'm helping you buy it. Okay. I am not. So you're going to get your cold wallet so that you can receive tokens for your business or for whatever you're offering. Okay. I am currently looking for land. I would like 20 acres minimum, but I might have to get a bridge property. So I currently live on an acre and a half, and I have a huge house that I did open up as my sanctuary, but we're moving on. So we're going to create a whole community, a whole village, and we're going to be buying and selling with XLM. I'm actually looking into something really cool to have, like, you come into my village, you exchange or you purchase, like there might be some kind of like cold wallet that's just for my village, let's say, and then you come in, you get a cold wallet that's loaded with tokens, and you have this cold wallet, and then you can go around to my different services and pay that way. So that's what we're doing. And I would love to pay for land with ISO tokens if I knew somebody right now that would accept it. But everybody wants to accept fiat. That's all they want is cash. Even here around South Carolina, like trying to buy a vehicle, want to buy it with gold or silver, and the people won't take it. It's absolutely wild. Well, everything is changing, everybody. Everything is changing. Going to the Mary Magdalene cave, going to the cave of Revelation, all of that solidified that this is happening. The sovereign blueprint that was released, the etheric blueprint that I have stored and coded inside of me. When I went into that cave in Mary Magdalene, it's like it all came together. The cave needed me and I needed the cave just to feel what humanity has been under. And it was absolutely life-changing. I did have a complete physical collapse after days after the Mary Magdalene cave, because I was processing all of your guys's tension, fear, heartache, and all of that, and releasing it, transmuting it. It's like my aura is like a liver for the world right now. And so I transmute everything. But the biggest thing that came out of that collapse and that experience, because the last time I went, I don't go on trips for vacations. I go there to, it's for the etherics to release the codes, to walk the land. Just me walking on places causes earthquakes and floods because I'm not accepting this distortion anymore. I'm not accepting this distortion. I won't allow it in my field. And all of the people that I have soul scans with, they're all here to clear the distortions and find out what it is that's holding them back. A lot of them are looping though, and they want me to tell them, well, what do you do? How do you not pay your house? How do you not do this? They're threatening property taxes. They're going to put a lien on my house. Okay. All this stuff is going to happen when you're getting out of the system. So we're getting out of the system. We have a house. We've sold our cars. We've ended our leases. We've done all this stuff in the last 5 years, and now we're sitting here. We would like to sell our house, but we can't really sell our house until we're moved into property and land. That's the next phase of this, you guys, is to get land. You only need 2 to 3 people to start a little mini colony, if you will. Okay. You don't have to do all the things that I'm doing where it's like, I'm talking about kind of the world vision, like creating a little micro version of organic Eden. And then it's going to be all over the world. So it's going to be all over the world as this information gets out. You've got 2 to 3 of you guys. You guys all this is what you would do. Get 2 to 3 of you that realize that this is happening. Then what you do is you go get a cold wallet. I love the Descent, DCENT wallet.com, because it's quick and easy to set up. And it's great if you're traveling. It's great if you're moving around, but you can also get a ledger. And there's another one. There's a couple. So again, join the Reality Shifters and take my classes. You can just join for a month and take the classes, whatever. But you need to do this. So you get your 2 to 3 people together. You guys all get cold wallets. Okay. And then you go purchase ISO tokens and put them on there. Okay. And then you start transacting with your ISO tokens. This creates an economy. This is what releases the ISO tokens. So XRP, XLM, and all that, they do not operate. They do not function by hoarding them. Okay. They're frequency bridges. They're each one, XRP, XLM, XDC, IOTA, HBAR, they're all used for different things in the new economy, which is not an economy in the sense of money. It is a frequency-based economy. And so the people who purchased and that know this and that have copious amounts that are in the 1% of people that have XRP and all of that, they're the ones that are going to be creating the new Eden. They're going to be creating it. Now, this is not the synthetic world that Trump is trying to get you in. It's all a trick. It's all a trick. He's going to get you into Suburbia 2.0. So there's this transition. There's a guy that's on X, and there's some other people that I'm starting to realize they're connected with the one guy is connected with the United States Marine Corps. He has that on his profile. He is getting huge amounts of property and creating these Edenic style communities. So they seem, but he also had Bitcoin and everything on his website. And it came to me yesterday. I'm like, what's going on here? How are these people getting money and being able to fund these communities when I can't get anything funded or done? Well, these people are being supported, and they're kind of these communities that are coming up. They're kind of for people that aren't ready to go fully sovereign. And so they're a little bit more comfortable. But for somebody like me, I wouldn't be able to live in a community like that because it's still governed by things. It's still governed by things. So we're going to have this opportunity to jump to the first wave for the bifurcation is right now. And into September will be kind of the main first wave split. Okay. I'm already over here. I'm already at 0 point. I speak from my oversoul. I speak from source, from the organic Akash, 100%. And I live my life that way. So there is no mimicry in my field. There is nothing going on. I see things clearly, and I'm here to tell you guys that this is what is happening. This is not something to debate. This is not some opinion. This is real. So we have the first wave happening end of August, September time. I don't know who's going to come over here at that time. It's going to be a small percentage. Then there'll be another opening available to you around 2027. So 2027, you'll have another opportunity, but the window is going to be even like it's like cracked this time. Okay, because this is what's going to happen. Everybody's going to be infused with their funds, however they come about. When we get the UBI or anything like that, if you have Iraqi dinar currencies, okay, and you want to be on the organic side, this is what you do. When the currency evaluates, you go and transfer it into ISO tokens. Okay. Do not have anything in the bank. You transfer it to ISO tokens or land. Okay. Land is very, 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 very important because you want to position any funds that you get during this transition. You want to position it for Eden. What to building organic Eden. And it can be what your strength is. Okay. So I've created a sanctuary healing center. I have my store, shoprawwithpeace.com, which will be a living store that people can walk into, but it was created virtually to give people access to these items that they need for their soul and not have to look around everywhere for them. But it was also to put it into the organic Akash. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm creating, because that's what you want to do. Your eyes are taking in things, and then it's reflecting out what you want to create. Once we get over to the organic side, all of this is going to be there, but we are creating it. That's the biggest thing to understand. We're creating it through our frequency. So whatever frequency you are on, that's what you are going to reflect in your life. So you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to have a show. You don't have to be successful monetarily. Okay. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to lose 20 pounds. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. Okay. I've been on this journey heavily on this journey for the last 10 years. Okay. It's only been in the last 3 to 5 years that I've gotten to this level and really realized what I'm here for. You're just seeing this. You resonate with it. You know what I'm saying is true. All you have to do is align yourself with organic Eden. Okay. And I'm just telling you ways what the descent wallet is, or getting a cold wallet. That's a way of transferring their setup that they did, XRP, all the ISO tokens. You take those ISO tokens and you start transacting amongst each other, cold wallet to cold wallet. That will start unlocking your Jubilee codes. That will start bringing things towards you. All of the visions that you've had, plans that you've had that you guys have told me about, animal sanctuary, whatever, you guys have so many different things that you say that you're doing. You need to start, earmarking your ISO tokens towards those things. You need to be actively looking for land or connecting with somebody that is doing this. So I'm in upstate South Carolina. I am looking for property. I am not necessarily at this point only looking for property here. I'm actually opened up to working with some people in my group that are also looking for property, and they're looking for kind of a bridge property because we need like 50 to 100 acres, and we need 50, or it'll be about 50 to 100 people living in this colony for it to be a full colony. So the thing is, I know there's tons of land just sitting around and people are asking gobs of money for it and they want fiat for it. And none of us are in a position for that. And it's supposed to be that way because we do not want to get into any loans at this time. We don't want to get into anything that ties us to Babylon. So it does feel scary. It does feel very scary because it's like, well, what do we do? What do we do? Well, that's why I started doing what I'm doing years ago, because I knew this time was coming. I can't work in the 3D world and I don't want to. And I decided that 7 years ago or so that I wanted to be at home, figure this stuff out, figure out what's going on with me, what changes were happening with me. I created my daughter and had her a home birth, water birth that completely opened up all my codes. Is a whole full Kundalini awakening. And I've been translating all of that, all of those frequencies up until this point. And now I'm sharing it with you. I have no other motive. I'm not trying to build a brand. I'm not trying to do anything. That's why I've gone from all the stuff where I'm all over the place, making TikTok videos, writing articles, doing everything. But I'm going to purely transmissions. I'm going to be doing these transmissions on a weekly podcast, and I'm going to be writing on Substack and X. And then, of course, the reality shifters, you can have all of that content in one place. But you're also supporting yourself by being in the reality shifters. It's like an antithesis to X, it's the organic way, and it's developing more and more and more. It's going to be like a portal as technology goes into, we'll be walking around. It's going to be crazy. But I want you guys to understand that there's no more time to wait. All of your soul's cry is coming out, and your soul will no longer handle being in the back. It will not stand it. You will constantly feel tension. You will constantly feel difficulties in your life if you keep on trying to nail down Babylon and the old way that you did things. If you take nothing else from this transmission, take this. Babylon will not carry you into the future. The organic Eden is already here waiting for your yes. So today, do one thing that seeds Eden in your life. Okay? Just do one thing. So the roses are really, really big. And roses are not just beautiful flowers that smell really good. Okay? Roses are a technology that is connected with organic Eden. So the next time you go out, I want you to go to Costco, go wherever you go, and go get some roses. Okay. Some beautiful pink roses, some beautiful yellow roses. And of course, the red roses are amazing. Bring in the red roses into your bathroom, bring the yellow roses into your kitchen, bring the pink roses next to your bed. Put a beautiful clear quartz crystal next to it. Um, Whatever, but get these things into your environment and start watching the magic happen. The love frequency is overwhelming the planet right now. And if you're not in alignment with it, it's going to feel very, very difficult. But if you are in alignment with it, you are feeling you are feeling excited, you are feeling joyful, you are anticipating an amazing, amazing future, and you're getting yourself ready for that. So if you guys would like to have some time with me to help figure out where you are in all of this and how we can clear your codes, things that have been on you for decades that you want to understand where they're coming from, whatever it is, I can do that for you. I can find out. So book a soul scan. We're still got slots open. I only take 1 or 2 a day, 3 times a week, because it's a lot. But you can book that. You can book that. Go to my website, shoprawwithpeace.com, and click on soul scans and get on my books. It is life changing. And if you've had a soul scan with me and you want to have another one, go right ahead. But you can also do just a consultation appointment. It's like listed under consultation. So there's lots of ways to work with me, lots of things going on, but I'm definitely not as accessible as I was. It's just going to basically be by appointment only. Something I've learned through this whole time in the last few months. I've been learning it for years, but I can't have my energy just sucked from me for people who are just curious. Okay. If you're just curious, do not get a soul scan. Okay. Because you'll be very upset. If you're looking to get a soul scan to confirm that you're Palladian or your Knights of Templar or something like that, that's not what the soul scan is for. The soul scan, especially at this time, is to clear your density, to clear your programming, your overlays, as I like to call it, and get to the real root of what's holding you back and what you need to do, and to get you on mission. That's the biggest point of it. You need to be on mission. And you don't need to be overwhelmed by this information. The only reason people are overwhelmed from this information is because they feel like they're not walking the walk and they know they need to. Start with something simple. If you're just hearing this and your house is full of clutter and everything is just crazy and your life feels like it's falling apart, okay, just slow down. Take some breaths, some deep breathings in through the nose for a count of 4. Hold it at the root, pull it up for 4, and then breathe out through your mouth. Let's do it together really quick, because breathing is the answer to connect with source. Okay, so in through your nose, hold it, bring it up, and then out through your mouth. Do that for a cycle of 3. Anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, anytime you need to slow down and reconnect with what's important. Okay. We don't need to be separating from one another at this time. We need to be coming together. But if you are going through it and you're feeling overwhelmed, we want to get you to 0 point, which is get you to silence, get your mind chatter to go away. And I'm telling you, if you'll consistently do this, consistently work on your environment and consistently work on your inner environment, your codes will open. You will know what to do. And I am here for you 100%. I see clients all around the world now, and we are doing some good work. So get your soul scans, Do your own soul scan. Look at yourself. Figure out what's going on. Get real, get real. Get real. Get real with yourself and just realize I can't keep on doing this. I can't keep on doing this. I can see where the world is trying to lead me, and take that Sophia Rage that says no more, no more. You're not going to do this to me. You're not going to do this to my family. You're not going to do this to me. You're not going to do this to my animals. Okay. We're done. And that's what the organics are saying. The true souls are saying, we're done. We're not playing your game anymore. We're not following your algorithms anymore. Okay. We're doing what we want to do, what we know to do. And all of you that want to go to the organic side, you are directly talking and in connection with source. Okay. The light that's at the nucleus of your cells. Okay. Needs to be expanded. And then you will know what to do. You will know what to do. I know this is a scary time, but it needs to be a joyful time, an expansive time. And I'm telling you, for the next 30 days, let's just take 30 days, the next 30 days, you want to be living the way you want to live. You don't want anything or anyone in your environment that does not align with the future that you see for yourself, because it is getting real. And the frequency, the love frequency is taking over, and you can utilize it to create the life of your dreams. This is your opportunity. This is what they're trying to hide you from. This is what they've spent eons trying to hide from you, that you have the power. You have power in your little pinky finger, more power in your pinky finger than they do in everything that they're putting out. Okay. But you've got to accept that, and you've got to realize that. And you have to realize how freaking awesome you are, and how amazing you are, and how much you have to create this world. We need your unique frequency. We don't need you working for Babylon. We don't need you in the workforce. Well, Monica, how am I going to go pay my bills? You're not. We don't want to pay our bills. We don't want to pay our bills. We want to get out of their system and create our own life. Yeah, it's going to be messy. It's going to be difficult. Okay, because they're going to make it difficult. They're going to make it messy. They're going to do all this stuff to scare you. But guess what? It doesn't matter. You just keep on walking forward, knowing this truth that I'm telling you. This is not something like saying, oh, we're going to 5D and it's all going to be rainbows and butterflies. Yes, it will be, but you're creating that. You're creating that. And in order to create it, your frequency has to be aligned with that world. So just start with where you're at. Get rid of plastic, get rid of TV shows, get rid of your sitting around scrolling time. Okay. Get rid of your processed food. But it doesn't matter at this time. Whatever you do, if it's in resonance with the organic earth, then you're telling the organic earth that you want to be a part of it. So this doesn't need to be something super complicated. You don't need to compare yourself to me or what I'm doing. You need to compare yourself to yourself, and you know in your soul if you're doing everything that you're doing. Are you trying to live a life of comfort, or are you trying to live your true soul cry and live a sovereign, holistic life where for the first time ever, your life is created by your original soul blueprint? Okay. You're literally designed for something. You literally have a mission for something. Are you living it? Are you walking your mission? Do you know what your mission is? It's very important that you remember. And that's what I help people do. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this transmission today. I'm going to do them weekly as Spirit leads me. And let me know in the comments what things you're wondering about, what you want to hear about, and I will do podcasts on that. I'm also on X, and I'm at Raw Peace 122120, I believe. And on X, I do decodes of celebrities, of current events, stuff that's going on, answering your questions over there. And then, of course, my private community. And I'm writing some things on Substack, which you can support me through Substack as a paid subscriber. And you can support me in Reality Shifters. And it's all going to come back to you. So, but it doesn't matter to me. I just put this stuff up, but gates are definitely up in terms of prices for things because people want to come in when things were free. They want to come in and steal my energy, steal my work, and then trash me in the process. Kind of fun. So please check out all of those avenues if you want to know more about this. First step is join my community, then book a soul scan. Okay. And if you've worked with me before, think about doing regular coaching. I open up 2 people that I will see in a 6-month container and get some true work done. But you guys, everything is changing. Everything's going to be for the better. It's going to be okay. It's going to be great. But you've got to step out of the fear because that's false evidence appearing real. So you're choosing, are you going to be in fear or are you going to be in love and expansion? That's all you have to choose. What do you want to choose? Okay. You want to hold on to fear? That's okay. That's your choice. That's your soul's plan. There is no judgment here. But if you want to be on the organic side, I'm here telling you how we're transitioning over there and what you need to do practically. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see who comes over here because it's a glorious, glorious place to be. You have a peace that surpasses all understanding when you're on the 0 point level and really connected with source, and source is directing, your soul is directing everything you do. It's glorious, you guys. So don't pass this up. Don't sleep on this, you guys. It's time to wake up. It's time to build organic Eden, and it's going to be really fun. Okay. So let's not make this some negative thing or some stressful thing because it really isn't. What's stressful is the information that they're putting out, but you can completely shield yourself from it and then start creating and watch your life expand. Okay. Until next time, everyone.